Okay, guys, TikTok has shown me this game, and it's a pretty crazy looking thing. Mostly because it's Unreal Engine 5 we're talking about, and apparently it works. Apparently you can just make everything out of voxels too, and it's sort of efficient enough. I'm not sure how you can make a voxel engine in Unreal Engine 5. Like, how can you achieve something like that? For me personally, I literally am inventing my own rendering engine for crap like this. Simply because it requires such a fucking crazy PC to run Unreal Engine. So I'm gonna analyze what's going on here. It's very fishy. That's what I can do, by the way. And again, that just gives me authority because I can do something. But this is ray trace. This is not just voxels. It can be bolts too, you know? In fact, in the distance, everything is made out of little balls. But because it's in a distance, not only I can't show you, I don't have to show you. It's just like to render distance in general, right? What's in the distance doesn't matter as much. Can be rendered in like low detail. So I want to actually like analyze this in a very technical way. It's actually kind of fun. Like you put a texture and you can dig into a texture of any kind, like a marble texture, and you just dig into it because there's layers and layers of the same texture. So it's not difficult to make these like voxel things, voxel models. But you have to have a specific engine for this, so I don't know what's going on here.
To get the golem stuck where he could.
The funny thing is, the dude is like 3 years younger than me and already pulled out this fucking game out of his ass. Like, I'm stunned right now, and I'm trying to wrap my head around if this is like impressive or not. Because this looks insane. Just to have a creature do things. Why does this look so weird though? This part. Okay. Everything looks weird with these voxels. The game does not look that much better. In like greater voxel detail. It is important to have something similar going on. But I think you want like more flatness going on, like more polygon look than this. This is too much detail. Although it would be interesting for my rendering engine to attempt very similar things. These are literally just voxels, which is one color things that are shaded. So every single one of these blocks, they don't have their own individual textures. Very interesting. Someone made a movie, because of course they had to do that. I'm not finding the developer until now, as the developer channel. You might ask, why the fuck did I not make something like this already? Don't ask that, please. That's why. This guy is is a freak of nature. Australia is a weird place, I'm not gonna lie. It's like America, but without the bullshit. So they actually work very hard. Even the first showcase, he already like done significant amount of work. And you can see this, what the fuck is going on, dude? That's already ridiculous. This first few scenes, first few fucking seconds, and I already like, how the fuck do you do that? Because I can understand like a voxel terrain that Minecraft has. This is way more detailed than that. So did rendering engines really became that fucking crazy? Or the dude just bought an insane PC? No lag, no FPS drops, nothing, bro. And full-on shading of shadows dropping, basically, based on the sun rays. That, bro. That. Reflections on the water. And yeah, you can destroy the entire model as dynamic. People look at this and they say cube world. No. They don't have good feelings about this. It's almost like any type of new cryptocurrency would be developed and it's like, it's just another cryptocurrency. This is crazy. The craziest part about doing shit like this is all the data you actually have to keep on your computer anytime you edit one fucking voxel. What's going on? How do you do that? And yeah, it already has that too. It destroys the thing when it's disconnected. That's also fairly difficult to check. So everything is so far... The first video is like technically fucking mind-blowing to me. I would have to work my ass off to get there. And bro named himself Thule. Which is kind of an insult, because Dooley is one of those bizarre characters. A card game that I despise so much. So yeah. I can do that, maybe, like destruction-wise, maybe, but then like actually checking if something is disconnected from the roots or whatever, like, I'm fucked at this point. Even putting shading is gonna be a long journey for me if I want to do that. Even just putting together a world like this, there's technically just like cliffs or something. Like, what are we looking at when we're looking at these like rocks that pop out of the ground? This look ugly though, doesn't it? Ooh. That does not look good. A very interesting rock texture taken. That shit fits. Everything is super pretty. This is questionable, the blending. Although you want that to be happening because you don't want like infinite data to be used, so there has to be like just strictly blocks anyways. I'm just not like that. This is why it feels ugly, because like it's like, if you have all this detail, why can't you just have detail? But you can't have detail. You have to have blocks anyways. They have to be separate. Okay. I did not survive this. My mind has been blown already. Where can we go from here, you know? I will skip a few steps. Night-day cycle. Everything just works, huh? And it's data. And it turns into items. I'm not sure how much he will tinker on the engine itself. With these shadows, like the shadows are so poorly developed because we're talking about unoptimized Unreal Engine. Like this makes it feel like it's floating. So it's trash right there. Like, what is this? The shadows do look weird because it's like the hardest thing to do. I think with ray tracing I would be able to like pull off something pretty decent where it doesn't look like floaty, but that's it. That's the only thing I can win over this. And still, if I'm lucky, dude. It's always like this. There secretly was a competition, if you can call it that, of like finding the perfect engine and finding a perfect developer and smashing them together, basically, to try and make a much better voxel engine. Is that it? Is that the better voxel engine? Maybe. Maybe it's a Generation 2 voxel engine, and we all gonna play it. I don't know. I have to review all the footage, guys. Because so far it's super clean. I even wanted to do the exact same thing with the fire looking like this. This is really cool. Then this one fucking stabs me, bro. I can't. I technically want to do it and not want to do it because it's hard work. Like, look at this shit. And I can actually even do this, and he was able to do it. What the fuck? This is literally ray tracing. Is it not? That's insane. Now I just need him to do commentary, please. He has to talk, man. Does he ever talk? It's crazy. These developers are fucking crazy. No, he does not want to talk. What the fuck, man? I can't. This is crazy, dude. So when I criticized Vintage Story, you understand what I was talking about? Even the fire is just done properly. Even this, like this, there's a lot of inspiration for this, for sure. Yeah. The grass is the easiest thing because you don't actually have to destroy it like trees. The most annoying part about trees is that they are just like randomly generated as well. Like everything is properly done. No laziness has been added to the game. I would want to actually add this type of block to my game where it's just like it can be anything. With like, how do you do this without ray tracing? Every single one of these are fucking polygons. That's the problem, you know? And the dude does not fucking talk. He's a fucking Australian that just pulled the greatest voxel engine out of his ass. You know, just like these assholes. And did it in Unreal Engine. So it's like, it is inside an engine. Somehow. Oh no, don't do the fucking... Don't get inspired by Vintage Story, please. Don't be doing that. Fucking... Wow, look at that metal casting. Yeah, it's not going very well, guys. It's not going in the right direction. I think we're just gonna look into the gameplay then. So we kind of got the idea. I'm gonna skip to this, maybe? What the fuck? And now this shit moves. Independently, every single one of these nodes move. What the f... Come on, dude. Technically, yes. Technically, with ray tracing, you can still pass through a block and then double check if, like, the height has changed or not dynamically based on noise. But then you push them to any side, and then I lose my fucking mind. Resize them, make them like foam. Oh, fuck off with that then. This definitely be mind-bending. And it still has the reflection of the moon. Oh, let's be cinematic about this, guys. Does flowing water need these kind of bubbles? Like, what are we talking about right now? So water physics must have been introduced. Yep. There you go. There you go. It's like every single best thing about every voxel engine that ever existed. I just talked about Seed of Andromeda, and just like, it's better than that, too. And it also has gameplay. It's like every voxel engine I ever known combined into one thing so far. Bro has been lurking around, leeching, you know? The internet. What? That's pretty stupid. I don't like this. I really want to test, like, if it's gonna lag my ass so bad. Or this is genuinely, like, ray traced. Because that's the only fucking way out. This cannot be voxels, bro. Made out of polygons. Nah, bro, this is too slow. And at the same time, I hate water flow. I hate knowing that this... Damn, I can't. At the same time, I can't complain. This is just like the regular sand physics, right? Flowing physics. It's not supposed to be that complicated anyways. The complicated part is making this faster. If it is ray traced, technically water physics is like super easy to ray trace. Or to do ray traced version and just adjust speed. Because you're just looking for empty space and you just fill it with water. Like, how difficult is that, right? Yeah, I feel 3 years behind right now versus this game. Okay, stop flexing water. What else do we have? Magic. What do you mean? I like that. I like the idea that the bro even understands that Skyrim was poorly designed and you cannot just have health bar that's like in the middle. You cannot have that. You cannot have a health bar that goes from this side and that side because it's literally twice as smaller health bar. So bro has this health bar going this way, that way, and this health bar goes down. You cannot go with the health bar in both ways because that shrinks the health bar for no fucking reason. Bro actually understands basic ass principles. But basic ass principles is that thing that you can easily miss anytime. It's like perfection unleashed. I can't, bro. It hurts every time. There's gotta be Minecraft too. There's gotta be something that will chop Hightail's balls off. And it's at the same time, welcome to solo development projects. Where, yes, your balls get chopped off by one man. You know, not a doctor. No. That would be a whole institution if it was a doctor. It's just one dude just comes up to you, chops your balls off, and says Minecraft 2. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, cook. Let's go, cook. What is the rate of improvement? So it is taking a lot of time, technically. Like, these videos took an entire year to go through, and you bet this guy took 2-3 years to actually get to this point. We just don't get the story behind where he comes from. We don't get anything, bro. I hate developers like that, bro. The mystery. They don't get in the way. The most Australian thing ever, guys. Fucking sword is shiny. How do you explain that? What is this? I mean, it's technically just a shader on top of a voxel. Voxel shading. Wow. Okay. And you bet it's free too. You know, like. Okay, no, it's probably you need a wish list. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Someone has to now give commentary to me. Procedural caves now. Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god. It spawns spiderweb that you have to destroy. And the monster can actually attack you because you're stuck. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's level of genius we have never seen before in game development. We've never seen this before, guys. I wish in card games we would have a genius like that, but we got in Minecraft instead, which is very appropriate. So what is it? Now the competition of who's gonna love this guy the most? Is that what's going on? Do I have to go game mode? Because I feel like I'm gonna go game mode very soon. This is insane, dude. And it's just gonna stay there. It's just gonna float these like webs. It's easy, you know. We just spawned a fucking web. No big deal. So obviously, like, he chose a very good engine as well. The idea of how the engine works, of how every single block works, that it's like crazy destructive. I would not bother with trees falling down personally, because that's just like too much. But the fact that the dude transitioned into making the gameplay as well, like, smooth transition. Wow. And yeah, you enter a cave and here you go. Here's your fucking dungeon mode. Okay, the enemies looking like that? Questionable. That shit is questionable. This, like, looks like it doesn't have enough texture to it, unfortunately. Yeah, the dude has to, like, compromise because he also cannot just, like, make high quality stuff. And that's gonna be his weakness, I guess. But even just, like, making an enemy that works, that comes after you, and pathfinds, like, it hurts, man. It fucking hurts. What the fuck is this? What is that? What the fuck am I looking at right now? Is stuff falling down? Like, is there sand everywhere? What the fuck is this? The walls are bleeding. That was definitely unnecessary. Okay, let's agree on that. But if you have water physics, it's just too fucking easy to just make the world bleed from everywhere. What the hell is going on, dude? Then this video is shit in comparison. It has nothing to actually offer. But that's when you take things like too seriously. When you just shut up and do your job. You did a very good job. And now everyone's gonna steal it. Here's $50. And then they run away. He genuinely... Okay, he missed the point of making thumbnails properly. He didn't shade the text. You can't see the text very well, can you? Especially when it's hitting the fucking... shit like this is happening. It looks ugly. I'm sorry, bro. You don't know how to make thumbnails. I got you. Alright, so let's see how fun this actually looks like. Let's get one of those 100-day videos. 15 minutes?
Welcome to... The game has been in development for
Wait.
full of monsters to fight, really cool building mechanics,
What did you
a
just say?
magic wand.
A magic wand that can make things levitate? That's literally a feature from AdventureCraft. You don't believe that? Like, bro stole from every single voxel game imaginable. And it's no longer an exaggeration. It's just what it is. Where's the fucking wand? Oh, he doesn't have a thumbnail.
Next, we're gonna ray trace. And ray trace got over here in
this was like a cool thing that he scripted into AdventureCraft.
Fenced area. Got rated little dudes. We got the pig. See, it's actually moving around.
Yeah, he can pick up items, and it was like, wow, look at that. No, it's no longer cool anymore. What have you done? What are you doing right now?
One that can
and it gets much worse because it's physics object.
In this
it's a physics object, bro. It rotates and everything.
Giant stone golem that throws development.
Yeah, throws trees at you. Like, completely normal.
For 2 years by a solo. Now with that,
the reason why it's so impossible to get into like game development and the engine development is because you kind of just want to give people the tools and move on. You don't want to make a game, but this guy just doesn't stop, doesn't he?
All done, let's get into the video. Travel over.
I would hate to be the guy, by the way, who has his birth year next to his name. Yes, we're gonna know him as Thule. It doesn't sound too much far away from being a Notch, right? But, like, for fuck's sake. We need to know his birthday, too. That's a flex, by the way. There's no other way around it.
There and see what
I need 3 years to put this together. And he's just, like, 3 years younger. And it's always going to be the greatest flex. I technically was participating in this, like, let's make the fucking voxel engine. I still came back from the dead to do that. Just to be spit on the face with this
loot it had inside.
Winning game. I just need to know how optimized this is, though.
Upon going
That's
inside,
it. That's the biggest question.
However, there was a lot of ran around.
And I need to know what this engine cannot do easily, right? Like, you can't just flex in every single capacity, can you?
I'm trying to dodge their attacks. Fortunately, though, right after grabbing the hammer, I died to a spider.
Thank God he died. Let's go. Spider wins. And that's what I like about games, man. Sometimes mobs winning is actually the best thing ever because they're smart. They're threatening. They have strategy.
The good news is in this
so far we only see 3 mobs, which is not good enough. Okay, let's put it that just definitely not good enough. I've also seen spikes.
Supplies, I placed everything on the ground to see what I...
Why would you do that? That hurts too, man. Why would you stack everything on top of it themselves? Come on, man.
I first crafted all of the reeds and then
That's crazy, dude. Every single thing is an physics
placed all
object.
of the other supplies on the ground. Load of arrows. After picking up all of my new...
I don't like that the player cannot decipher that these are pickable items. Like, you should visibly be able to see, like, an outline of some kind. For every item. For every... I've seen rocks, and they don't have the outline that it's pickable. The player has to see things for what it actually is. It has to have an additional vision. And it should be toggleable, but, like, for fuck's sake, like, I need to know that this is an item I can pick up. Because when you go across the world, when you're destroying things, you see these rocks, they don't stand out in any way. Like, what the fuck?
Weapons, I decided I was more equipped to take on... However...
Okay, besides mobs, we have animals, too.
On my way back, I
That's a new
was getting
mob,
attacked
too.
by this leaking creature and this fire wisp. It escaped their attacks.
Underwater
in
boys.
this fire... decided to jump in the...
The underwater shading is, like, next level. Why does it look so fucking crazy? First of all, the surface is insane. It actually still, like, does the ray tracing effect, almost. Yeah, that's the craziest part, is the ray tracing effect going from the player, messing up with the view out here. Is you have to actually go through a pixel, and that pixel gets sent slightly in a different direction. It's slightly distorted, or is just a very good layer applied. I'm not sure,
Motion to try to
but that's crazy, dude. Like, I have to actually study every single frame here. This is definitely a bad thing, what you see here. So it's not ray tracing. It's not ray tracing, guys. This is polygons. This tells me everything. Because you wouldn't do that shit. With ray tracing, you can do exact pixel thing. So yeah, it's a very basic then. It's a very basic bitch game that probably is not optimized where I can actually play it on my PC. I want it though. Can I have it? Are you that stupid? And you're not gonna link towards the game? Yeah, so how do people get access to this game then? If this is still a wish list. Let's see the fucking specs. What do you mean? Like, that's garbage. Is it not? Or is this ray tracing? RX. I need to know more about this. You must understand, I'm a noob in a lot of these tech things. Like, bro, you talking about a $40 graphics card? No, are you kidding me? Okay, no, it does not do that. It's clickbait, guys. No worries about that. So it's about 300. Yeah, makes sense. Which is, I believe, the cost of my PC, so that's what we're talking about. I can run my ray tracing engine easily, bro. But this is what I'm worried about. This is the shit that I don't want to touch because it's actually intense. All right, let's see what else we can find. 2 gigabyte space. That's pretty good. That's badass. 2 gigabytes? Easy. Easily the best thing ever about this. About voxel engines in general. They don't ask you for a bunch of fucking gigabytes. I swear. Graphic settings low? What do you mean? So the guy genuinely does not want to explain how did he got access to this game. I can do better. If you truly step aside every single time, it's like, it's not impossible project, but this is crazy. The craziest part is having all these objects, physics objects. But yeah, I genuinely feel like it's not gonna run on my PC. I'm telling you that much. Like, those are the minimum requirements. They're disgustingly high, and it's the thing that's not gonna be mentioned for a very long time, for a reason. The dude is not even gonna open his mouth until he releases. He should have released the game by now. Like, what the fuck is going on? I Survived is 1 year old. Are you kidding me, dude? Why is the game not released yet? By the way, that's another fucking hightail moment as well that pisses me off. It's like any day right now, past this point, now that I've discovered this guy, any day that he delays the fucking game is that day that well, he knows. He's Australian. He knows what a predator is. Maybe I should just go full speed, you know, and just outtake him. Because I can do that. Procedural generated. It's good. It's very nice to do that. But if he's showing all the things, all the inspirational things, if he's gonna show me that, and just stay like this, I might have to go Predator mode and try to overtake him. Now, I'm not going to do this game in particular. I don't want to make an RPG because RPGs are very complicated to make. I want to do a simulate something fun, right? Like that's the whole point. No, we're not doing that.
I found a cheese spot
Mm.
because as I was attacking the wisp,
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like cheese in this
he
game.
wasn't able to shoot me.
But that's just like what happens. Like the game developer is just so OP. This one is too OP.
So I was able to kill him and then headed in.
He knows all the
inside
basic
barn
things.
To see what I could find. Ton of arrows.
Yeah, the stick's just laying around. You know.
Now that I was properly
how it
geared,
goes.
I found a magic.
I haven't even figured out how to do physics yet with my engine. I haven't optimized it that much. It's not going to be too crazy to do physics when I'm actually doing it, but like there's the hurdles until you jump over it, of course. I'm going to be tormented by it. So all this like water imperfection, a little bit of water imperfection can sort of be excused, but it shows that it is using that the better graphics cards is what I'm talking about. That's the only way it's squeezing all this juice onto the screen.
Went outside where I learned.
People usually don't like stuff like this. All right? Let's be honest. Like textures, you can definitely use the regular, normal textures in your inventory. You don't have to be cute about it. All right? Of like, hey, my rock looks very good, even when I put it in the inventory, because you can see the exact look of the item. If you want to inspect an item, it has to be a separate thing. It has to be sprites. All right, you gotta make them into sprites, and it's not even additional work to match these things. Like, come on, they gotta be sprites. They look ugly from this point of view. Like, I'm sorry. You shouldn't show that. Because this one cannot even be identified as an item. Like, I don't know what this is. This looks like rope. We have seen this as a stone. This looks like a barrel, but the very ugly one. I would never choose to just display the models. The funny thing about this, it's probably also a sprite. It's not like dynamically created. It's probably just a fucking sprite anyways. So why the fuck waste time and show us these pixelated garbage when you can just give us like the regular Minecraft style stuff? So this decision was bad.
How to
is
use
all
the
I'm
magic
saying.
beam. Cool, so I just
Yeah, I'm literally here to judge people's work in terms of building voxel worlds. I believe there was another engine that looked very similar to this, but was actually built by a team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like again, people are trying this out right now.
decided to go.
And I don't know how far they can go without a ray tracing engine. I don't know. This one seems way too impressive, you know? And someone went very, very far without any ray tracing
Check it
needed.
out. There was a couple of. Once I knew
That's cool.
it
That's
was safe,
cool.
I took a look around upstairs.
Yeah. So we have to now stack bad decisions. All right? Sprite was a bad decision. The worst decision is not releasing the game.
Apartment, which was a.
It looks cute. I'm not gonna lie. It looks cute. But I would prefer not fuck around with this. What is this? You know, like, come on. No, we're not doing
Huge
that.
upgrade,
We're not
so I
doing that,
took it.
guys.
Ice up and
It's a
placed
fucking candle. It's a penis.
a couple of candles down in the window.
It's one of those things women
for
like
some
very
light.
much.
Now that was finished,
Candles,
I needed a
absolutely.
place to
Romantic.
store my supplies because they were a little rough. So I went around.
That's good that they're rough. Spend time on important things,
using
bro.
this game's amazing time collecting stone, but I
Mining
eventually
stone
amassed 50k stone barrels as well as
The funny thing is, this like AI revolution is good for people who need help, and I need a lot of help. It's helping me with finding the proper sprites for everything, the proper codes for everything. So with AI, I'm actually able to do a pretty good engine. I'm not sure if I can beat this easily, because now this is like the toughest opponent I've ever seen.
there. I did island wall crouch,
There's already chests, there's
which is
everything,
pretty
bro.
cool. One day I ran into this giant
Look at this rocky
castle
terrain.
with high
It's
stone
crazy.
walls and loops. So I crouched around.
Oh, come on. Cotton boots for This is vintage story, guys. This is too fucking detailed.
Trying to sneak away from the mob.
I'm not recommending for a solo developer to do that. Bro, it's gonna fry his brain. What is going on? How is this
I
happening?
headed into the center tower because on the roof.
Yeah, we figure there's skeletons and spiders, guys. It's kind of crazy.
Only hand, not.
Wait. We need a health bar. Why does it not show health bar anymore?
Knowing what's inside, I kept shooting out of the wall.
What the fuck is that?
All back to the dungeon where I saw
You can't do that, bro. What?
Massive laser.
That's crazy.
Shooting out of the wall, so on a bear trap that knocked me into another bear
what
trap.
What the hell, dude? All the traps you can think of, they're there,
instantly.
guys.
And way back,
I would prefer if they wouldn't just lay down traps all in one place. They would just be randomly placed and it's like, surprise, motherfucker.
Decided I would bring a bed so I could set my.
There's an observatory. It's just like, hey guys, we're done with the houses now. I'm done with houses. I've already built 50 types of houses. It's time to build like this observatory. Oh, solo developer, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Now it's like, how is this possible?
Point at the dungeon. After collecting
how do you do that?
The bed and the proper after a couple more.
What is that? A path?
After collecting the bed and the proper resources, I headed back.
Is that a path, bro?
Out to give the dungeon another go.
What?
After a couple more. Good news is this.
Yeah, the lighting is super smooth. That's the shit that you get for using Unreal Engine.
Probably wasn't anything more of came and.
Like, technically, I've seen like voxel engines like this. I've even touched it in Unity. It's just I didn't have a good PC to actually make it work. Wait, I literally seen this, you know? Like it makes these voxels so familiar when you have seen an exact rendition of shit like this. Like, I'm left questioning what's the benefit of doing ray tracing if I have to do it from scratch, right?
Good news is this is a vox. Once I was outside.
But that, wow, that part is better than Vintage Story. I'll tell you that much.
This is a voxel game, so I can just
you literally smash
break a hole right.
Break through that. That's why he made that feature, because he had to. He had to break through a chunk of these voxels. That's not actually that difficult. But for me to like realize that something else like got cut in half, like that's kind of tough. Because you have to turn the other thing into an object. Fucking crazy, dude. Technically with multi-threading you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like GPU working really hard to make those new objects appear. It can do that. It can do crazy things very fast. This is why I got into like rendering. I'm like, wait, you can do anything you want. It's not that hard. Until I lost FPS, and then I'm like, okay, I have to optimize my code actually. I can't just do whatever I want.
To the wall, and once I was outside.
So yeah, like the fact that it's like cleanly removing pieces of the wall. Just like, look at this shit. Just cleanly picks up a random chunk. Just like, bam. Now, it feels like too much stuff disappears. This is all the stuff that disappeared for no reason. The stuff that disappeared, it seems like it has some kind of fucking fade out effect. Like it still lingers for 2 seconds or something. I don't get it, dude. Too much stuff just straight up disappears. Doesn't even turn into like little particles. But that's just like a small little thing. It's kind of fun. Like it's kind of fun just smashing with a hammer. Oh yeah, I want one of these. I want to do that so badly now. Go smash with a hammer and just see all these particles fly off. And unfortunately, I will not despawn these particles. Fuck that. I'll just keep them there.
Still wanted to see if there was anything of value on the roof of the dungeon, so I decided the best way to get there was to pull a trick from the Minecraft's book and just build straight up.
There's one problem with that. You're building with one voxel. You're standing on top of one voxel, you asshole. He's cheesing the system so hard. Why can't you place one voxel at a time and stand on it? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, that's definitely a flaw in the game. This one can easily be fixed.
After I way through this wall, but once I was boss, I didn't have much on me to beat
Why
this
is everything
much, but I did,
flickering?
however, find this giant
What?
stone golem ball.
What the fuck? Is that like some aura effect?
I didn't have much
Some
on
fog?
me to beat this because he killed me pretty quickly. However, I made a mistake, obviously.
Oh, look! He has a regular health bar going on. Who would have thought that he truly knows his health bars? And he made it so the stone golem has its own, like, health bar. But it's a boss. Like, it deserves it. That's good. We played too much Minecraft. And Skyrim. Skyrim does not give nobody a special health bar. This is very nice.
Obviously, because itself took a really long time just because of how the crafting works, but I crafted
Sounds pretty bad to me. I'll just trust the gut instinct, and it has shitty crafting because everything has shitty crafting. I mean everything. I'm not sure what the perfect version of crafting is, but you definitely have to trust Minecraft on that one. It's literally Minecraft for a reason. It has a craft in its name. There's basically Minecraft crafting and Terraria crafting. I don't know any other crafting styles. What is going on
as I
here,
could,
right?
and
If you do vintage story crafting, I'm sorry, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I like the idea of Terraria crafting where you learn new recipes or like better recipes or increase your skills on even on crafting a particular item. You know, like RuneScape style fletching arrows, and some arrows actually deal more damage, and it kind of grabs the average of the damage that an arrow does when you put them together. This is sort of the tackiness, the card game tackiness that I would want to introduce.
through everything, but in the end, ground to start crafting my arrows. This took a lot longer than I
Well, fuck you, stupid crafting system.
expected, and built my way back up to the
If
roof.
stupid things take a long time, you're not enjoying the game as much. Like for
Time,
real.
however, I decided to time.
This is why Vintage Story made the worst crafting system imaginable. Yes, you feel good after you craft something, but like, what's the point of spending so much time when you're supposed to be playing the game?
For the boss. This boss fight was pretty hard, I got extremely lucky and I was able to get the golem stuck behind a stone pillar.
Bro cheesed. You know, he just crafted a bunch of arrows for a reason to cheese the fucking game. Duh. It would be so crazy to kill the golem by killing one of his legs, but you actually have to approach him. You can't just defeat him with arrows. You have to smack one of his legs off. That would be crazy, dude. If you could, like, actually modify the golem's leg as you smash through it, bro, with a hammer. Fuck yeah, dude. If there's a specific way to kill the golem. Because, yeah, arrows don't seem like they would do anything to a fucking stone structure like this. Maybe you can poke his eyes out or something. But if you don't have a hammer, you gotta leave Golem alone. Imagine that.
Where he couldn't attack with arrows until he died.
Asshole. Cheesing fucking every single thing. I'm just looking at it. It looks like cheese. I hate people like that. Because I wouldn't do that. I would respect the game. I would die 20 times if I have to. But I would let Golem at least come after me.
Now this took an extremely long
Shut
time to kill him.
Oh,
Ended up using
no!
almost
Why do you need to kill Golem? Do something
all
else.
of my 170. Look at his
Bro needs content.
health. This is
what
4
I'm talking
times
about.
speed sitting here for multiple.
After a very long time, for multiple days. Yeah, so it takes a long time to craft, and it takes a long time to kill a boss. Wow, isn't that fun? This is where things get into the brain rot territory of like, is there fun? Because the fun thing is something you have to chase so dramatically, it's so complicated. It's fun to look at things, it's fun to destroy things, but to actually craft a fun game, if you make things too realistic, you might not grasp any fun at all. It might slip through your fingers. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when I make my game. This is definitely inspiration. This is for next year for me to worry about. This year, I don't want to do crazy shit. All right. It's good enough that I brought my rendering engine to life because it was dead. I wasn't even able to do any of this stuff. I would be mesmerized right now. I dodged the bullet, guys.
Days, I finally defeated the
Look
stone
at this
golem.
guy.
And with that, I was
Just disappear. Come on, leave the dead body. That's so cool.
here for
The
multiple
dead body's
days.
so
I
cool,
finally
man.
defeated the stone golem. And with that, I was
Just leave him there.
new sword and
Out of all the things to save in your save file, dead bodies is #1 priority. It's not even which blocks you destroyed. I don't give a fuck about the fact that Golden picked up a tree and now it's like laying around. The tree is laying around while the fucking Golem dead body survived for like 1 inventory swap. You know, like fuck off, guys. Disrespect to dead bodies is gonna go into the shitty features list. And when you put it all together, you can suss out what the guy is thinking and not thinking. At least we can do some kind of commentary on top of a silent developer that's trying to take over the world, guys. We can't let that
after a
happen.
really long time golem. And with that, I was working with
Disgusting.
a man. So with
Heart crystal, you bitch! This guy is stealing from Adventurecraft. Heart crystal? I've seen that before. You pick up a heart crystal and get more extra health. If bro actually existed on Adventurecraft community, he needs to talk to me, bro. Come
my
at
new
me.
sword 60. After
I was literally top tier in Adventurecraft community. Top tier guy. You must talk to me.
I was off the deck, a rainstorm came through which just made the game look amazing. I spent a couple of days trying to find my house.
The game looks amazing in the rain. I completely agree.
In the darkness of the rain,
at
but
that.
eventually after a
Look at that. Beautiful rain for like 2 seconds. I mean, the lightning strike is crazy. Like, what the fuck is this? Never. A game has never had lightning before. I'm telling you, like, Minecraft lightning does not even fucking exist in comparison to what this is. Minecraft lightning is just like, you know? Just a...
amazing. I spent a couple of days
I don't know, man.
in the rain, but
That was pretty cool. Again, it's the realism that pisses me off. It's like, okay, dude is now combining Skyrim with Minecraft, but I didn't thought it was going to be such a crazy challenge.
down some trees so I could collect some
You gotta love the tree falling down and the leaves make the tree like roll over. It's so stupid, bro. I mean, it's cool, but like you tried, but we have rolling trees now. It's another meme basically waiting to happen. If this is Minecraft 2, then rolling trees is the next meme after like punching trees. Fucking crazy, dude. And again, trees are rolling for a very stupid reason because the leaves are round. The leaf structure is making the tree round. But the leaves are not supposed to stop. That's it. That's it. That's the one that I have advantage of. I can make things separate from each other even though they stitch together, right? I have the advantage of that?
of the wood. After I had another bedroom
Probably not.
in the walls,
Probably not.
I also
guys.
decided some
I'm just hoping that this is not a very efficient game engine. That most people can't actually play this game.
of the stone wall
Again, I'm a noob and I'm expecting like 460 Ti. So everything is RTX. Everything is 2019. What? Okay, let me refresh memory on how graphics cards work, bro. Because I swear, 2060 is garbage. I can't. This is what I have. 3050. So it should be able to run, and I do believe that. And maybe things get like very much optimized, but you can see in such great detail and such great distance. It's kind of crazy. Maybe things get like low level of detail. That would be kind of cool. I'm not sure. I have to actually check this guy out. Do we see level of detail? Because he is so advanced here that I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, does this look like level of detail has changed in the distance? Or are these genuinely still made out of the same tiny voxels? Because it's different depending. I mean, this is the rendering distance that I have, and I can populate with trees, and this is gonna look very similar. I'm not too far off on that sense. So I guess this is not exactly too impressive. The next thing, like, after you do the engine, the only question is, like, what's the gameplay? What can you do in this game? How do you play the damn thing? How do you survive? How do you build a house? The house building seems very advanced as well. Alright, cool.
the island had
This looks... Wait. Oh! That's it. That's all you need to know, my friends. Level of detail shifts. Look at this. This is so obvious. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. It's actually quite smart if he can actually pull that off, because that's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. And then you keep shifting level of detail to the point, yeah. We've seen it literally right there. It's proof. It's a little bit questionable if it should be happening right in front of your eyes like this. I would say there should only be like 2 levels of detail, like 3 for like very distant objects. This is not cool to see it. And a lot of stuff just kind of disappears as well. I think like this literally just gone. Doesn't exist because he can't like put window bars or whatever this is. I see it. Yeah, it's not ray tracing by any means. I would be very scared if someone just had greater technology than I do right now. With ray tracing, you don't really need level of detail. But what you have to eliminate is having too many objects in the scene. Having a certain amount of objects is still a strain. With one exception, there's one funny exception. If you create a voxel grid, then ray tracing can do fucking things you cannot possibly even comprehend. I was able to do that shit. I was able to do detail like this so easily with ray tracing. It's just, I want objects to be able to move. I want things to be even more crazy than you can possibly imagine. And probably one object is gonna contain an entire voxel grid of its own bullshit inside. Anytime you're ray tracing through an object, it just has an intricate system. Or I can make a terrain that waits. That's just like one object that you ray trace. That's also a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Why do I even bother with the terrain when I can just like ray trace the terrain? Yeah. Fuck! This actually gave me an idea of how I can cheese the system. If this guy is cheesing iron golems, it's time to cheese my system, am I right? But I'm not doing level of detail bullshit. Get the fuck, like, when it looks this bad. Nah, just kidding. I'm already doing it. I wish I didn't do it, you know? I wish I could get away from this shit.
To offer.
But literally, my thing is literally much worse. It's even worse than this. And it doesn't even feel like much changed. Only one piece of wall changed. Can you imagine? And slightly. I don't know, that's scary to me. That's very impressive.
Finding this.
I know what's going on there. It's loading. Because with polygons it's very different. It has to actually load. What is this? This looks weird. Is this glitch? Don't look good. Polygons tend to not work very well with each other. They can separate. So if this is not intended, oopsie
Spotting
doopsie,
another
my
tower
friend.
far. They said
Could be a shader glitch, could be an actual intended item of some kind, but I don't know.
70 through 8 floor to wrap.
I would be very careful. Like, if you want to make a voxel engine yourself, how about just recreate Minecraft and go from there? You know, first recreate Minecraft. This is why the most impressive thing was not this engine, or whatever the fuck this is. The most impressive thing I found is this Luanti thing. And people genuinely made a lot of maps for this thing. And I still want to play it. In it. Like, there's so many cool things to explore. And it's not wish listable. It's there. I can click things and it's so fucking free, bro. It's crazy. This is the best community right now when it comes to like Minecraft engine. Even though it's shit, but it's cool. Alright? Because it's recreating Minecraft, it's recreating something that you're familiar with. This is going into directions where it's questionable, right? And because it's not released early enough, people cannot give feedback of what can be improved and what parts just feel icky, like they don't seem to work, right?
Floor.
Like this gives me the ick of being able to edit a voxel, and in general, if that's the placement of like block placement starts with a voxel, it's like, what? But I just want to place block, you know? Why can I place block? Why do I have to place voxel? And it's the idea that you're gonna stretch it into a block. It's kind of fucking
I decided
weird.
to keep the center just be.
Even tiny changes that you do to the Minecraft core, or core ideology, all of us changes everything. And it might not actually work out in the end. Like, bro is playing with fire. Bro is playing with brain rot. It worked out so far. This is crazy already. But this is the stuff that you have to be so careful about. And bro is just jumping into a vortex that's like incredibly dangerous. And if until he releases the fucking game, this will increasingly be more and more dangerous for him. You know? Every day that passes by is a day that hurts all of us.
library. After I was done with that,
Hurts entire
I added a
humanity
little
to
bit of
watch
detail
this.
upstairs.
I'll try to make a disclaimer really fast. Yes, I'm encouraging a person to release his game, not for my selfish reasons, but I know how communities function and they need to have their hands on things to be able to support this game because this game is incredibly complex. It's not your ordinary hack and slash simple game to make. It's one man's journey as well, and he needs help. So, any day that passes by, it's a day that got actually wasted because community can do a much better job. Like, if something looks good and people want to have it, you have to let it go. You have to sell it for those $10 fucking dollars, whatever the fuck you want from the community, but you gotta let it go. Every day that he's clinging on to the engine is gonna just suck so bad. I swear, guys.
It's really cool, actually. The
Yeah, I do like this idea of like these textures like blending in together. So
marble had a
fucking
bit of a
fancy.
the massive volcano.
What the
The center of
fuck?
the
Massive
island,
volcano, guys.
See how high the build limit was? Like 20 blocks high from the top of the volcano, which is a little. I also noticed a couple of explored before.
Pretty sure that's the limitation of the world. Like, you're not gonna actually see further than this. Or it's just limitation of rendering distance. It must be that, right? It cannot just end like this.
Where I did have a really nice view.
Yeah, it's rendering distance, because like everything has to be fucking rendered through these voxels, bro. So is this the minimal? No. You can see these level of detail still change one more time. This, that, this is probably still different somehow. I'm not sure. This does look different from this. So there's tons of levels of detail and it's very well put together for sure.
From up here. I also noticed how
Wow, so cool. The beach looking area.
at
Oh
the
my
bottom,
god.
but it was just
Look at this rock. How do you, as a solo developer, put all these things together, man? Obviously, he had to reshift his focus, and the moment he had the hang of the engine, he started building things. Oh, it's crazy.
so nothing
This
special.
looks so good, like especially the path alongside the dirt thing. This actually blends together. Like, that's crazy.
So I decided to go and final
Look at this stuff. This is so
building to
cool.
explore on this
Everything looks so
island.
cool.
At first,
Wait, 1 second. Like, this looks smooth and there's no errors in the rendering. I think I saw something though. No, it's just this. This looks off and then this dot makes things look bad. Everything just works, you know?
to explore on this mine. At the bottom,
Look at that! Oh my god! All these cool mobs, like, wow! Yeah, the biggest mistake he can make is, oh, I want to release a AAA title now. Alright, cool. I guess you can do that.
and then went into the mobs.
Because it already looks like
I had
that.
to kill as well as
What the fuck, bro? What we just saw? Solo developer. I can't fucking do this.
steel
bro.
hammer that
Wow.
I can.
What is this? What the fuck was that? How do you justify one tree flickering?
Everything there is to do. Brought it across a couple.
This is just the most amazing voxel engine we've ever seen. It is what it is. It might have its own fucking quirks, but like, I don't know. This is too crazy for me.
Thick windowsill.
It's gonna be fun, guys. Whatever this is. But every day we have to wait. Oh my god, are we playing that game now?
After I was done with that, man was
Because you can't pretend to be a AAA fucking game when you just let some random dude play the game.
lying there.
Like, are you kidding me?
As well as in materials. And with that, I decided to sit out.
This is insane, dude. What the hell? Thanks for watching. That's the end for me as well. It makes this thing look like a baby game because it doesn't have the proper lighting. Just having the lighting effects changes everything. You know, that's the graphical kind of enhancement. The voxels, they also make it look much better because they extrude from every single wall, every single fucking grass is and just ground extrudes. Like this is the more fun way to look at Minecraft, where it's not just overly blocky. It's perfect, guys. I give my seal of approval, and it hurts so much because I want it. I want my own seal of approval, and I cannot have it. Thanks for watching.